So here is my teaching resource on the principles of the geodesic dome. So the geodesic dome is created or constructed from one of the 5 regular polyhedrons or platonic solids. In this example, we see a tetrahedron inserted into a physical plane of reference. The tetrahedron is made up of 4 equilateral triangles. We see that one of the faces of the tetrahedron is sitting on the horizontal plane. The geodesic dome is constructed off of the tetrahedron by first circumscribing a sphere around the tetrahedron. This would mean that each of the 4 vertices of the tetrahedron will be touching the surface of the sphere. One aspect of this that one of my peers found difficult was the fact that frequencies play an important role in producing the geodesic dome. So the frequency of the geodesic dome is basically when each of the edges of the tetrahedron or regular polyhedron is divided up into an equal number of spaces. In this instance, we see that the front face of the tetrahedron is divided up into 9 equal triangles. This basically means that the tetrahedron has a frequency of 3, as each of the edges 1, 2 and 3 are divided up into 3 equal segments. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. This results in 3 by 3 by 3, which is 9, and results in 9 equal triangles on the face of the tetrahedron. The geodesic dome is then produced by carrying a line from the centre of the circumscribed sphere through each of the lines of frequency. Where each of these lines intersect the circumscribed sphere will produce a point on the geodesic dome. I have constructed or made one portion or one face of the geodesic dome. If I place it with my physical plane of reference, something like that, it shows how one of the faces of the geodesic dome is constructed. So, a point is brought from the centre of the circumscribed sphere, which is not shown in the resource, but if you can just try and imagine the circumscribed sphere around the tetrahedron. So a line will be brought from the centre of the circumscribed sphere through each of the lines of frequency until those lines touch the surface of the circumscribed sphere. That will give us a point on the geodesic dome. Then all that is done is each of the lines or each of the points of contact on the surface of the sphere are joined up, and this produces the geodesic dome, or in this case one surface of the geodesic dome, which is shown here. So if you go along all the points, so we'll just take this point for instance. So this point will be brought from the centre of the circumscribed sphere through this point on the tetrahedron, where my finger is, which is one of the points of frequency, until the line hits the circumscribed sphere. That will produce a point on the geodesic dome here. That is done for each of the points of frequency, and when they are all done, they can be joined up and one surface of the geodesic dome is constructed. So, I hope you found this helpful.